Do you think Rodgers will be the best quarterback 5 years from now?
No, I don't. He'll be 38. Is that what you said? He'll be 38 years old. Not everybody ages like a fine wine like Tom Brady. And I happen to think that Aaron Rodgers is an amazing quarterback, probably the second best quarterback in the NFL, but the style of play he maintains, the way he plays the game, is not one that necessarily ages very well. It's athleticism. It's the ability to make amazing throws on the fly. It's not Tom Brady, which is mechanical, knowing the playbook, making the right play, taking the 10-yard check out instead of the open guy running 25 yards down the field, because that's how we do it in New England. You do it where you're supposed to throw it. No, Aaron's the other way. I said we, and then you're saying, I was speaking actually like I was channeling Belichick there. Or actually, you know who I was channeling is Charlie Weiss, which is a famous story about Tom Brady taking a 20-yard open receiver. Charlie Weiss throws down his clipboard and his whistle and says, then you be the coach, because the play called for the 10-yard out. And that's what we do here. Unless you want to be the coach, you take the play that's called, not the guy you see open. The point is, Aaron's different. Aaron plays it the way he wants to play it, athletically, take the big play. I'm not sure that's one that will age the same way Tom Brady's does. So, in lieu of Aaron Rodgers, I think there's all kinds of young up-and-comers that we should be looking at as the best quarterback.
But atop that list is
Dak Prescott.
Could you just get to it?
Wow.
Dak Prescott.
Is Dak Prescott really?
You know what he is. He's 23 years old, Kirk.
Okay.
He's 13-3. What is he, third in QBR?
Right.
I mean, what evidence is it's going to get worse?
So we're talking projecting 5 years. Now, do I think Aaron Rodgers could be up there? Yes. But and I don't want to sound like a homer here or biased because this team drafted me. But there's a guy that quarterbacks the Oakland Raiders. He has the highest per average salary in the National Football League.
And he'll still be on that salary in 5 years.
His name is Derek Carr. And we're talking about projections. See, this is what we're doing. We're projecting 5 years from now. Not right now, because you ask me right now, I got to go with Aaron Rodgers. But 5 years from now, I don't know what Aaron Rodgers will be. But I look at the projections of what Derek Carr can be within that offense, the guys that he's got on his offense, the chemistry that he's got going. I'd look at Derek Carr in 5 years being the best quarterback in the National Football League. Who else can you say in 5 years, like, oh, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota? Like, no.
You hit it.
I look at a guy who's already proven, and you look at him right now, that's the reason why the Raiders rewarded him for the biggest contract per year for a quarterback, because they project the same thing that I think we all should be looking at.
Well, also
Proven
market value, but
proven. Wait a minute. What'd you say? You say proven.
Yeah,
has he won a playoff game? Has he won? Has he been to the Super Bowl? I mean, but my guy has. Okay. Russell Wilson. Everyone seems to, look over Russell Wilson. You're talking about Dak Prescott. You're ready to throw the gold jacket on Dak Prescott and put him in the Hall of Fame. But my guy, Russell Wilson. I mean, you acting like Russell Wilson is old. No. Russell Wilson's not old. Russell Wilson is just now entering his prime. This is a guy who he's been to the playoffs past 5 seasons. Unlike Dak, has never been bounced in the first round at home. Okay, this guy's been to 2 Super Bowls, won 1 already. So while all you guys are talking about Derek Carr and Dak Prescott, neither one of these guys have done anything close to what Russell Wilson has done in his career so far.
So what do you?
And he's just now entering his prime. I don't know how any of y'all can exclude Russell Wilson from this conversation
is Russell Wilson right now? Is he a top 5 quarterback right now in the NFL? Who does Russell Wilson have to jump to be number 1 in 5 years?
Listen.
I'm just hold on.
Those guys.
Hold on.
Those will age out, don't you think?
How many quarterbacks out there really accomplished more than Russell Wilson in his career?
Well, see, I think
in his short career.
I'm trying to figure this one out. Because we don't give Russell Wilson enough credit because we look at the team, the defense. It's always been defense, and Marshawn Lynch.
Yep.
That's the reason why we don't put him as the best quarterback. So in 5 years, when it's going to be on his shoulders, do you think he's going to be a better quarterback? That team has been transitioning.
That team has been transitioning
out of the playoffs the last 2 years too.
From Marshawn Lynch like a couple years ago. That is what.
I'm just saying.
I got him stumbling. No, that's Russell Wilson's team. You keep talking about beast mode. Beast mode was good like a couple years ago.
Right.
Okay? We don't know what he's going to be with the Oakland Raiders. This is Russell Wilson's team now. We saw breakdowns with the Legion of Boom this past season where Earl Thomas was hurt. So this has really been on Russell Wilson's shoulder. How many clutch plays we've seen from Russell Wilson throughout his career?
All right, Will, go ahead.
Yes. Oh, I was going to say, no one's insulting you. Calm down. It's all right.
I mean, just the fact that you're just throwing Dak up there over Russell Wilson.
We're talking about the right names. We're talking about Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. We need to put Andrew Luck in that. The guys that are there now.
The top. On Luck. I'm still not.
What's that?
I'm still
on Andrew
Luck?
Luck?
On the fence on Luck. But go ahead.
Injuries?
Yeah.
But the reason look, I think situations matter. Teams matter. The reason that Russell Wilson's been to a Super Bowl is because of teams, because of a defense, because of Marshawn Lynch, as you point out. Dak set up to have that next 5 years that will put him in the best quarterback situation in that conversation going forward. He's going to have the offensive line. He's got the running back. He's got receivers, and that defense is starting to be built up. The Cowboys will be contenders year in, year out. That alone will put Dak in the conversation. And by the way, statistically, 1 year in, I know it's only 1 year, but this isn't even close with Russell. Russell's situation doesn't look as good, honestly, going forward, Damian. 5 years from now, that team is not on the rise. Let's put it this way: that team is not on the rise.
I trust Pete Carroll in that front office to be able to have that sustained success. Yeah. There's no reason to me that type of organizations like that has been good for this long. There's a reason why they've been good
his
for
own
a long period.
Teammates don't even agree with him.
Listen, there's a reason why a team like the Seattle Seahawks has been good for a while is because they have the front office able to put pieces together year in and year out to make this team one of the best teams in the National Football League. We don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to be. Yeah, I mean they drafted a couple of offensive linemen. They just hit the stage at 13-3, and now you want to they're just built for we just expect the Dallas Cowboys to be great for a long time.
Yes.
They just popped on the scene last year.
Dak. I want to see another year. Prove it to me again. Right. Because now, guess what? The X is on his back. Because we've seen sophomore slumps throughout the National Football League.